You are now listening to the Cheatcoders podcast with Nats and Raph.
Yo, welcome to another episode of the Cheatcoders. This is episode number 43. My name is Raph. I'm here with Don doing stuff.
What's doing?
And Nathan blazing.
What up?
And we are here with our fresh cuts. We went on Skype and we noticed that we all got haircuts today. We all got the fuckboy line, and it's gonna be epic tonight. Tonight is gonna be epic. Nats is ready to go to lunch, and Don's ready to do his thing, and I'm ready to kill some shit on this podcast. I'm ready. My energy's up and high and ready, and let's do this. So,
yeah.
How is everyone doing?
Very good.
Yeah, I'm doing good,
Very
man.
good.
Yeah. Feeling fresh.
I haven't been home.
I need you guys to reflect my energy, and let's build this podcast to be one of the greatest out of the last 42 friggin' episodes. This is going to be one of the most hyped podcasts because I got some shit to say. Don's got some shit to say, and Nats has nothing to say as usual.
This intro has actually given me inspiration. I have a topic now. I'll pull it up later.
Let's do this. Pull it up later. Find the right segue and nail that shit. Nail it with a fucking hammer. So anyone, how's your weekend been? It's Sunday. Has anyone done anything really epic on the weekend that we could talk about?
No, I've been at home alone for this weekend because my girlfriend's away. You guys should come over.
Oh man, dude is selling it so bad. His girlfriend's away and now he's just home alone. I've been home alone, being an angel, being a perfect boyfriend, and
not throwing parties.
Now
not having people over.
Not having fun.
Throwing parties.
Not having fun. I remember that whenever it's like the girlfriend's out, you're like, oh, it was so shit. Like, oh, I was so lonely. But really,
it's like when you're hanging with the boys. When you're hanging with the boys and they're like, and then they give the call, and you're like, oh, yeah,
it's okay,
it's all right. It's
I remember
it is.
I used to use Raph as an excuse. I used to use Raph as like, yeah, it's okay. Raph Raph's too obsessed with fishing. I guess I'm stuck with him. He did drive, so And I'm like, baby!
Biggest bailout guy. I'll bail you out, bro. I got you.
Obviously, the other way around, it's my fault usually
like,
why Raph stays out. So it's cool. It's my fault.
Nats drove all the way here. He took an hour. He was late as usual. We need to get this done. And don't worry, I'll be home as soon as I can.
I had a mate whose girlfriend was really insecure. Like to the point where like she would call him and he wouldn't answer it, or he'd pick it up and he'd immediately just hand it to me, and then I'd be like, hey, yeah, he's with me, and then I'd hang up the phone, and that was it. Like she just wanted to know where he was.
Oh, that's messed up,
right?
Oh man,
damn, yo,
need one of those tracking devices. That's house arrest, bro.
Yeah, I think now like she would track your phone or something. It'd be like find my iPhone or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah, but let's stray away from that because I want to give a good impression.
Rab's like, I don't want to get in trouble. Rab's like, I don't want to get in trouble.
Women loving podcast. We involve the women and we love them as much as we can. So this is not a male, even though it's a male dominated podcast. We're not going to go that direction. Maybe so because the stuff that I want to talk about relates to that. So let's go on to the first thing on the docket, which is the big basket brawl that happened last week between the Filipinas and the Australians in the World Cup qualifiers of basketball. So what you guys thought? I saw that it happened early in the morning, and then the news just broke out like wildfire all over Australia. I don't know if it broke out there in where you guys are from, but what's your reaction to it?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you that I didn't hear anything about this. Like, I didn't hear anything about it. Like, I've been so like cut off from Australia and Philippines. The one thing that I did hear, and I don't know if this is true, I saw a photo of Manny Pacquiao playing basketball.
Yeah, joining. They need his help.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
that's just a meme.
That's a
That was a good meme.
So that was a meme. That wasn't actually the thing.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
You've been under a rock, bro.
I've been the worst Filipino and the worst Australian.
He's just full blown Singaporean now.
This is one of those things that happen in the current affair type of things, and
International.
been blown up into this whole international, and it's blown up into a point that it's become racially infused, and media's portraying the other team like this, and the other country's portraying the other country like this. It's just becoming this whole cultural news that everyone has an opinion on, which is crazy. Because like at first when I saw it, I was like, at first I saw, and then I was like, oh, it just blew up crazy. The fight, actually, the brawl started off like immediately as soon as one elbow to the face happened. And yeah, the first thing I noticed was Thorn Maker, one of the NBA players who play for Australia, just doing flying knees, and
that was the best shit.
That was the best. I had a huge laugh about it, and it was just one of the highlights of the whole fight. Like, I think there were like Nats sent a meme of the whole thing played in Street Fighter mode, and he's just throwing the knees out.
The light bar, and he's just like kneeing people. You know what's the funny thing, right? I've been telling people this. What's his name? The Australian player.
Which one? The one that was throwing the high knees.
Yeah.
That was Thorn Maker.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Like, firstly, he's one of the tallest guys in the team. Yeah. He's already like 7'10" or whatever. He's massive, and you're up against Filipinos that are like hobbits.
5 foot.
Like 20 Filipinos, 5 foot. Like, they're all tiny. Is it necessary that you have to fly kick them? Bro, he could just walk and knee them like walking, and he's doing fly kicks. The most tallest guy there, fly kicking tiny Filipinos. I'm like, was that necessary? I don't think that was necessary. He didn't need that much air, bro.
It's funny because like even if the people like the Filipinos were like normal height or his height, like if you're like him, you see a friggin' brawl happening and ensue, and then everything just goes crazy. And who in their right mind is thinking, you know what? This is a great opportunity to exercise my fly kicks. I'm flying knees. Is gonna be.
I'm watching this right now.
Move that I'm gonna go.
I'm really, really curious. What the heck, man? They just went all in.
I'm not kidding you. The Filipinos,
all in.
You know, the Filipinos were like fly punching, because obviously a fly kick will hit the guys on the ankles, but they're like fly punching. I don't even think it would reach the guy's balls. It wouldn't even reach his balls, man.
Fuck, bro. You know, this whole anime thing is got to stop. You know, all these Asians got to stop watching anime because like it's ruining their credibility to fight. Because as soon as the Filipinos came in like a pack of wolves, they jumped up like fucking Naruto, doing the flying elbows. They're thinking they're AJ Styles, giving the phenomenal forearm. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if someone did a Hadouken out of nowhere. It was just really crazy to see. It was just one of these case studies where you just see two different cultures just clash and how they react to in terms of what moveset they bring out. We've got the flying knees, we've got the flying punches, because like, to be honest, this is not the biggest brawl in basketball I've seen. I'm going to go back in the early 2000s. It's called the Malice in the Palace, where everyone from fans to the teams were going nuts, and they were doing hard punches, like legit crazy punches. This one is a bit less crazy, but the thing that stands out is the moves that were chosen. The flying knees and the flying elbows that were chosen, because it made it look crazy.
Once the chair flew, I'm like, oh, WrestleMania! Hey, can I give my honest take?
Filipino,
like, I know it was very animated, but can I give my honest take? Like, what I think, how it made me feel, kind of thing.
Alright, go.
Like, for real, like apart from the funniness, like, for one. Seeing that, it looked like a scene out of like West Point Blacktown back in the day. That's one thing. That was one thing.
Blacktown
that was
versus
one
Penrith,
thing.
bro.
You know, all the fillers, 20 fillers deep on one guy, Western Sydney. I'm like, yep, that's how it is. Honest take though, I'm not a huge basketball fan. Raph knows this. I'm like the only Filipino that probably can't play ball for shit. I don't follow it. This was the most entertaining shit for me. I've never watched basketball with this much intensity in my life. And it wasn't even a game. It was just a brawl. So one, very entertaining.
Yeah.
But me, as like we can all relate to this, us being Filipino Australians, we're not just one side here. This is seeing two of our cultures clashing and how I felt about it. A lot of people actually asked me, because there's not many Philos here. And then when they like, it wasn't really big news, but to the people that did know it, like, hey, how do you feel about that? And I'm like, I don't know how to feel. There's a part of me that's like, yeah. The part of me is like, this is quite embarrassing kind of thing, because this happened in an international platform, mind you, right? It's kind of embarrassing in that sense. Like, there's a lot of comments flying by, like, man, Philippines never gonna get invited on a scale like this again, or we've just lost our, like, it's embarrassing for the Philippines side. But there's like everything, there's always two sides. Like, you don't really know what to believe. Like, the camera captures what it can, but if you only look at that brawl and contain it as that, obviously people are going to form their opinion based on that, like one-sided. Like, you know, the Aussie commentators will be probably saying, like, you know, putting down the Philippines, and vice versa. Philippines is trying to justify, well, they were like, you know, doing this to us, but apparently it was happening from the start. Can you verify this, Raf? Like, apparently just in the warm-ups, like, the Aussies were like taunting the Philos.
It would have had to been. It would have had to be.
There was a lot of shit that built up to that point, and I'm not trying to justify either side. I think it was a mix of both. Like, too much emotion got involved. What embarrassed me the most on the Philippine side, I guess, was like, yeah, that's like the bench cleared. At least the Aussies sort of, they stuck, like the rest of their mates stayed, and that took a lot of, you know, usually you see a brawl, all your mates will go in, but in the true, in the name of, I guess, sportsmanship, they kind of like held back. While you see Philippines, the entire bench, the coaches, the fans, like people aren't even involved in the game, are hitting basketball players in the face. I was like, oh no, kind of thing. And a part of me, the Philippines, like, we're the underdogs. Yeah, fuck these motherfuckers. Philippines, bitch, 20 people deep. That's how we roll. But then I'm like, nah, that's not right. I'm like conflicted. I'm so conflicted. A part of me is like, yeah, I'm Australian as well. Like, that's not the way to do it, kind of thing. Like, come on, guys. Like, that's like barbaric times, you know, like third world styles. So that's my take. I really don't know how to feel about it. At the end, it's bad for sport, but I don't really follow basketball, I guess. But overall, it was entertaining as shit. That was I watched that video so many times. I was crying. It was so good. I was telling Raf, I'm like, bro, I never watch basketball, but does this shit go down? I like this, man. I like this shit. Anyway, that's
man, if you
take.
watch the NBA, you won't get any action like this in
nothing like that
brawls.
happens, huh?
It's never happening. It's usually just people just standing off, giving mad stares, and you know, when they just staunch each other. That's probably the best you're gonna get.
That's it.
And, like, probably a couple shoves, but not a full-on brawl.
Sometimes elbows.
And
not
that's
a
the thing that I
full-edged.
mentioned.
What do you guys think of the
Sometimes
selfie? What do you guys think of the selfie afterwards? That was another thing. I was like, nah, I can't do that. Right after the brawl, Philippines team taking a selfie. I'm like, that's embarrassing.
Nah.
And people are talking about
It's one of those things that they're gonna look back and be like,
it's
nah,
why the
we
fuck
shouldn't
did we
have done
do that?
shit.
Why did we do that? Like, come on, man. But I don't know. It's ridiculous.
But it's all gonna, like, it happened. What happened has happened.
It's happened.
What happens after is gonna be the most important thing, because it shows that, because Australian basketball and Filipino basketball have been exposed to different things, rather, because like Australian basketball goes by the whole NBA thing, where if you throw some punches, it, like, even though it just hits like a small hit, it's gonna cost you like millions and millions of dollars. So they become very, like, what you call it, they're very you know, they're careful of their what their actions, because that's why in the NBA you won't get brawls as much as you know,
the consequences
as
are bigger
whole,
in that sense.
yeah, the
And it comes
consequences
back
are
to
bigger.
being third world, right? Like, well, we got nothing to lose, so let's just all take them now. Like, all right, F basketball, let's go to boxing. Boom.
Yeah, everyone just thinks they're Manny Pacquiao. It's just like, you know, it's not the way it is, because like, so I'm hoping that the Filipino basketball associations really look into this and then try to teach them that, you know, it's not okay to just create a brawl out of that, and it's not okay. I'm saying that, I'm not saying that it's the Filipinos' fault to begin with, Like I'm saying, it's everyone's fault
not
to
at all.
begin with. Like
It's
no
bad
one
on
should have
all
been throwing
sides,
elbows in
man.
the first place.
Things happen.
No one, even in basketball, like if someone throws an elbow, you shouldn't retaliate like the Australian did to the Filipino, because like even
Yeah.
if it was that bad,
that was like, it was like the retaliation from the Aussie dude was so poor. Like it wasn't even like a basketball move. It was just a straight up boom kind of thing. It was
yeah,
like,
straight up elbow.
really? Like it's there. There's TV cameras. Like, dude, you're not gonna get away with that. At least the Filipino ones were like, they were just being sneaky, like trying to stretch and trip the guy over or something. You know, at least it's
Yeah,
kind of part of the game. You can just, the Aussie dude's just like, well, you know what? Boom. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Can't do that. You're asking for it. Come on.
I remember like my
Yeah.
dad used to tell me stories about when he'd play ball in the Philippines. Like
Yeah.
that it'd always be pretty rough when you like play street ball with people. Like you try to
Street
you
ball.
like you
It's
post
the
up against
streets.
someone and then like you know if you score on them they'll like lift up their shirt and show that they're holding a knife or some shit. They'll be like, all right, okay. just
Streets, bro. That's like legit.
That's the streets,
The
man.
street ball.
Streets.
Street ball.
Streets is
man.
calling.
And then it was it's that rule that no blood, no foul. That's the stuff that I remember hearing when I was younger. When it came to basketball,
Really?
it's like no blood, no foul. We made a joke of it when we were younger.
Man, that's
It's
crazy.
ridiculous.
But like, this is not street ball. This is professional
Yeah,
basketball.
exactly,
so
exactly.
They gotta fix this
But
shit.
I'm just
up.
saying
You
that
can't bring
they
that
really
that's
do.
what it reminded me of, like Filipinos and basketball.
Yeah.
No blood, no foul, man. No blood, no foul.
Nah, it's funny. I was like, at first,
Yeah,
like,
man.
right, it was entertaining.
It's-
It was so funny. And then after, I was kind of like, really thought about it, like, that was really bad. Like, nah, man, you can't do that.
The Filipinos reacted so fast when that elbow was thrown.
Yeah, just
It-
all in, just boom.
It felt like crazy. It reminded me of a time where I was working at New Balance, and like it was the 40% off sale, everything store wide, and I came with like a box of sale shoes that I needed to put out, and then the bottom part of the box collapsed, so all the shoes fell to the ground, and then you see
man.
everyone around me just come closer. I felt
running.
like I was like, I thought I was gonna die, and then they went to grab all the shoes, and I was like, oh
You got
shit, I better
rushed.
step away from this shit. It got rushed,
Damn,
man.
yeah.
Like people are like crazy when it comes to retail as well, but basketball people, you gotta fix your shit. That should not happen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like
what's
it's
gonna
one
happen
thing.
with
It's one thing being like patriotic or like rooting for a team and like jumping in when your mates are getting are getting attacked and whatever. It's another thing when it's a professional sport, a competitive sport.
Can't do it.
You need
That's right.
You need
absolutely.
to be
at the end. There's rules in
professional.
place.
You know,
Why? Why these things are set up. There's a lot of
Yeah.
money involved. It's not just like a street game. Anything goes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people endorsing this event, and you're representing. It's a family event. There's kids there as well. What kind of example are you gonna not to sound like that dude, but like for real, like you can't be doing that. yeah.
Ninong
You know what I
Nats
mean?
telling it like it is.
Ninong Nads, bro. I'm just telling you how it
I
is.
just
There are
really
kids
hope that
around,
the-
guys. There are kids.
There's kids around. Think
the
of
media,
the children. Shit.
the media guys of both sides need to stop blaming the other team. They need to stop being like.
But
I
they're gonna
saw
do
a
it. It's
couple
natural,
of-
man.
Yeah,
They're gonna do it.
It's natural, but
I read so many
they should.
articles. Like I read the 9MSN articles. They really painted the Philippines kind of bad. But then I think like what happens, a lot of media try to backtrack it. So then the next article I read, like in 3 days later, they talked about one of the Filipino guys. He's like, I forgot his name. I think he was born and raised in America, and he plays for the Philippines team. But actually, when they did a bit more research, he was trying to protect the Aussie player. So that was a story like, oh, yeah, this guy, he tried to like block out his other teammates, and I was being commended for it. And, like, that's good. That's kind of like, at least backtracking and sort of being a bit unbiased in that sense. But you know what really grinds me? What really grinds me, I always look at the comments. I love the comments because that's like the realest shit you can find. It's just people that like one standout for me. What really pissed me off, like someone fresh, like, and I can't blame it. I think that's the mindset it is. Like that's how some people are just raised. It's like, well, that's what happens, man. You come to our hometown and you disrespect us, we're gonna hit you. And I'm like, oh, come on, bro. Like really? And it's like, and then like just really like retarded comments. Like, well, that's what happens. Australia are dirty players. If you look at the Pacquiao Horn fight, they're dirty, and the whole world knows that Australia plays dirty. I'm like, what kind of comment is that? Like, how can you just blanket it to all sports and an entire race kind of thing? And obviously a lot of Aussie fillers are like, what the hell? And it's like, and then someone from the Philippines team was like, look, if you're gonna be embarrassed by the Philippines team, then why don't you go and become Australian? And I'm like, what kind of like ignorance is that? Like, really? I think that was one of the basketball players. It's just that's the shit that embarrasses me.
The bad thing about this is that it's gonna hurt relations between Australians and Filipinos. Like that's like point blank. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like Filipino Aussies are gonna be like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like it may divide people, it may divide friends and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
It'll divide it, yeah, because people will be for that side. I'm obviously not. I think that's wrong because I don't believe in like boxing people in races and thing or whatever. People are people, and then people are just. It's like it's racism, pretty much, kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think from what you guys are telling me, like
sense.
the guys already, it started from the beginning, so they'd already made their minds up that they didn't like each other from the get go. So as soon as it was like a powder keg.
It seems like so.
It was like a powder keg. So like I just watched it just then. Like it one little thing happened and like it all just snapped and exploded. You know.
Yeah, it went too far.
Unbelievable.
It was
unbelievable. But yeah,
You gotta-
it was
you gotta see
entertaining
that.
as hell.
Yeah, you gotta see
You
that.
gotta watch it a few times. You gotta watch the memes.
You gotta watch
and
you gotta watch
stuff.
the meme
It's-
with the
it's
Street
crazy,
Fighter
man.
thing. Don Maker versus the Philippines, and he's just flying kicking the shit, and you see the Philippines bar just getting smaller and smaller. It was the best meme. I was like, oh my god.
That brings me on. That's a good segue onto the topic that I wanted to talk about, which is like
Excellent.
which is like the internet memes and the internet challenges. You know,
Internet memes, internet challenges. Yes.
You know, so
what was the latest one?
So recently, I've seen one of Drake's songs called "In My Feelings." The one that goes Kiki, something like that. But it's like that, right?
Talk your shit, bro. Okay, yeah. Show everyone that you can still do it.
It goes something like that. But
Live
but
performance
the
by
beat is
Don
like
Doing
mad catchy. People are driving in their cars, and then they're stopping in the middle of the road. Are you listening to it now?
Yeah, I just wanted to hear the first 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's that song. They're playing it in their cars, driving, and then they stop in the middle of the road and they get out of the cars and they start dancing. They're calling it "In My Feelings Challenge" or like the Kiki Challenge or something like that. Because the first line is "Kiki, do you love me?"
Firstly, that's dangerous. Firstly, that's quite dangerous. Like, what, you gonna stop in the highway and just start dancing? You're gonna get hit by a truck, bro. What the hell?
It's pretty entertaining though.
Sorry,
Man. People
carry
just
on.
like getting at it.
You'll definitely feel it in your feelings.
Telling
Definitely.
everyone.
In your feelings. I haven't seen that. Well, I guess you heard it first. Cheatcoders podcast. See what happens? We bring it to you first. Are we gonna do this? I don't have a car.
I don't have a car either. It's up to you, Raph.
Go rap.
All right, let's do it.
For the team.
I have
for
time.
the content.
It's all good.
No, but like,
That's hilarious.
But for real, like
those sorts of things are like,
and I keep going.
when the memes come out, when the challenges come out, people feel like they have to do them. Like some of them are really funny, but others are really stupid. Like eating the Tide Pods, like they were like laundry detergent, like little pods,
Oh shit!
and people were eating them as a challenge.
That.
Nah, that's not cool. That's dangerous, right?
Or like the cinnamon challenge, where you like take a teaspoon.
We did that.
Of cinnamon.
We did that.
Did you do that?
We did that. We had a game show about it. Raph got all of them. He got done, man. There was a room of us, a circle of us, and we'd like, I don't know if we spanned a bottle or we had to pick a card, and whoever had the card had to do the challenge. Raph got pretty much 4 out of the 5 challenges. Oh, but he didn't get the cinnamon. He got everything else but the cinnamon. Elo got the cinnamon. So another friend of ours got the cinnamon. Raph got powder in his face. He ate a chili.
I think I saw that.
It looked like the Marshmallow Man at the end. It was so funny. But yeah,
This
speaking
was
of
before
challenges,
the cheat
like
coders were the cheat
this
coders.
is before the cheat coders. Can we link that, Raf? Plug that shit. Link that on the linkage.
Yeah. I'll plug that shit. Yeah, definitely.
That's what I was gonna ask you
It's
guys. I was
just
gonna
the
ask
theme
like
where
what
you have it.
If we do that,
What
I haven't
challenges
done
have you
any
done?
challenges in a while. The last one I remember, like I think Raf, you guys did the ramen spicy challenge.
Yeah,
I just ate
spicy
it. I
ramen
didn't bother
challenge.
videoing it, and it's pretty spicy. But I don't feel like I have to do it. I enjoy watching it and see it happen. Yeah, I've never really been up for it. The only thing was that cinnamon one because it was a group. I didn't do the ice bucket challenge. I didn't do the.
Yeah.
How many are there?
There was the
There's heaps, man. This goes back for like 10 years.
There's so
man.
many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was that
Yeah.
one where you freeze in a room. Like you're all in a room and you're like posing as if like it's going through the I don't remember what that was.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I did do
The,
that. But once again, group ones.
yeah.
Because like I'm just like, all right, fine. I don't want to be a KJ. I'll join
Right.
in and then just freeze. But yeah.
And there was the Harlem Shake. There was planking. There
Oh,
was,
planking.
Flanking.
There was the shot. What do you call it?
remember
The one with the Ghost Town DJ song. The I think of you.
Oh, and they do the
that
dance.
one, and they started doing that.
Yeah.
Dance, yeah. We had that one, and it goes crazy. Like
Then there's the switch,
There's
the
heaps of,
dance, the floss
challenges.
dance.
yeah, that's the new one now. That's the new trend doing the floss dance. It's just
Is that the
crazy.
backpack kid dance? Is that
it
what
comes
that
to
is?
A point.
Yeah. I like that
Yeah.
one. That's funny.
It comes to a point like when do people realize, because some of these challenges are completely dangerous to a point that you may die doing these challenges, and I'm pretty sure people have died doing a challenge just because they wanted to
Of
have
course.
their not even 15 minutes of fame. It's more like like 30 seconds of fame, because that's
Yeah.
how quick these
Yeah.
challenges go in and out. So like, how dangerous is dangerous?
If you die, it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, that's the level. That's the level. Like, will I die?
That's the level. So
Yes.
we're gonna
Did you
It's
die
pretty
though?
dangerous.
Did you die? Then it's okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
But
some
like,
of them
yeah, like-
are fine, and then others are like pretty dangerous. Like doing the Ghost Town DJ's dance is pretty fine.
They're funny, yeah.
Doing it
And
in
then there was,
traffic.
Yeah,
I think
not
the dancing
fun.
ones are fine. It's just all the dancing ones. They're great. It's just the ones that they just take it to the next level. Like, oh, well, you can just dance, but like, okay, let's run out of the car while it's the engine's still on and start dancing. Or like let's go in the middle of the road and
I
start
think I've seen
planking.
that
Like
one. I've seen that one too. That's too
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, the dude got out of his car and then he started doing the worm as like he was ghost riding the car, and he was dancing while the car was like still going.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that a challenge or just one guy doing it?
That's just one dude. Like the
I
other
see.
video that I saw
Yeah.
was a woman. I think it was in the UK actually. Yeah, she got out of her car, like she'd stopped at a red light, but she got out and then just started dancing in front of the car, and her mate is filming her. She's like, "Oh my god."
It reminds me of another challenge, the floor is lava challenge, where as soon as you say it, the other person has to
Get out
run
of lava.
off somewhere else on a higher ground
Mm.
and not touch the floor. Like
Yeah.
if there's like a tree, you have to climb the tree. Or if you say the floor is lava and you're like a supermarket, you have to climb the shelves.
Mm.
So you have to pretend that the floor is actual lava, and people are actually taking it to the next level. Like, there's probably like heaps of videos like when they say the
parkour.
floor is lava, and the other guy's like, nah, I'm not gonna do this shit here. But like when they post up the ones that they actually go crazy, it's like, oh shit. It comes to a point where it's
Pretty
like,
cool.
like for attention, what will you do for your 1 minute of fame? It's crazy.
I don't think there's nothing.
You might as well just
wrong with these. I reckon they're all a lot of them. Like you said, there's less levels to them, but they are definitely all in good fun.
Hmm.
Like it's very fun. It's just fun to see people like giving it a go, and just like it brings joy to people. Like there's so much negativity. At least this is sort of a change from like what's reported in media and stuff, kind of thing.
Mm.
I reckon it's a good thing. How they start though is kind of funny. Like some things start for the wrong reasons. Like anything, it's just like I guess any sort of like music, even like shit music comes out, it goes viral. It's like fuck, why did that song go viral? It's like it's like one of these challenges. Like someone does something really stupid, and then everyone wants to do it because it's getting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
At the end, it's just attention, isn't it? It's just like floss dance.
Perfect
Yeah,
tool
it's
to
cool.
use for your marketing.
Marketing
tool for
and then
the-
everyone
for
gets
the,
on it. All the business
record
ventures
labels.
get on it. Yeah. But it expands because anything that gets attention, media gets onto it straight away.
Yeah.
Companies get in on it.
Jump on a
Just
bandwagon.
an example with that floss dance. That just wasn't it a kid that was that he wasn't even like supposed to perform. Like he was just at what's the singer's name? The
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry, and then he was there, and then it took off from there. Then of course you're gonna see businesses like, hey, our food van. Look at us. We sell fairy floss, and now we're doing the floss dance. Everyone. It's an opportunity.
That kid has a rap career now.
Bro, everyone that gets viral becomes everything after that. It's insane. And I think that's where it stems. Like people see that you can get, if you get big off something like out of nothing, like why not? People are dedicated to trying to just get that 20 seconds window of mass fame and then make something out of it.
Yeah.
It's just how the world is, and it's crazy. It's actually really entertaining to see.
You were talking about like doing fun stuff like when you're with your mates and stuff like that. Do you guys ever play like a dare game when you're out with your mates?
A dare game.
Yeah.
What kind of dares?
So like
Never really did. I think I was a boring kid.
or you just don't want to tell the stories. I was.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I was
wink.
I was in the States, and a mate of mine told me about this game. It's called What Are the Odds? And it's like a dare. It's like daring someone, and you say for instance, you say, hey, what are the odds that you go running down the street in your underwear? And you have to pick a number between 1 and 32, arbitrary number, and then you both have to, like, on the count of 3, you both say a number. If you say the same number, then that person who was dared has to do the dare. It's convoluted.
Okay.
But the story was, I managed to get my mate to run down the street in San Francisco in his underwear, like down the street and back.
Nice. Well, when you're overseas,
Alright, so,
you're more prone
Nats,
to like.
what are the
your levels
odds
get-
of you running out and in your underwear of London in the streets? What are the odds?
Yeah,
1 to
I live here right
2.
now, so no. 1 to 2.
Between 1 and 2.
It's
All right,
gonna
do
be
it. Ready?
50-50
I'll
no
count
matter
it. You guys ready? Do it.
All right, come in,
Ready?
count us
1,
in, Don. All right, ready?
2, 3.
2.
I give it a 1.
Oh.
Alright.
Sorry. It's not happening. I could just pretend and just be like,
Alright.
oh shit, my bad. Got too excited there.
Alright, sweet.
But yeah, that.
Yeah, nah.
Did you guys ever do anything like that?
Nah, I'm not that adventurous.
I think it all happens when we're drunk.
Bit of alcohol
It's just
changes
like,
a lot.
We don't
That's
even.
all I gotta say.
Yeah. It's like how much are you gonna give me if I go and do this?
How much are you doing for?
It's more of a seek.com type thing where you just.
I'll be honest
Send
with
out
you.
your
I'm
resume.
usually more the instigator with things. I never really do it. So sorry. I usually.
I'm
just
pretty much
instigate.
instigate as well, so
just
I'm
instigate
pretty
it.
much there to just make shit happen.
Yeah, Raf's the same. Actually, we're both instigators in that sense. Sorry, Don.
It's all
You're
right.
Part of this now.
You know, but if you guys are out with me, then and you instigate it, I would be like, you have to do it.
You'll just do
'Cause
it.
It's your idea.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
We'll find a way to make you run around in your underwear. Pause.
Pause.
Speaking of being
Pause.
out and running around, and this kind of like ties back to what we're talking about, Western Sydney. Nats, didn't you meet someone from like our neighborhood when you were out and about last night? Was it last night?
I did Blacktown Friday.
Yeah.
It's very rare to meet Filipinos, and when I meet them, even yesterday I met another guy who's Filipino, and it's just instant. But like it's really cool.
Yeah, but they were Aussies, right? They were like Filipino Aussies from.
all Aussies, yeah, all Aussies. I haven't met. You know what? I'm on the mission to meet a British Filipino. My family, like my auntie and uncle, doesn't count because they're my family.
Yeah.
But I'm on a mission. I'm gonna
Yeah.
find Filipino person, and they're like, right, I'm from England, or like I don't know what the fuck they talk about. I don't know how they talk. I can't get it.
I'm from England.
I'm from
I'm just
England.
gonna hang out with my Torres.
I think that's
You
the,
want
the
some curry curry?
I think that's like the posh accent, right?
Yeah.
You'd
Would you like to come over for some tea and curry curry?
You know that song by Apple the App, the Bebot 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 Bebot.
What? Yeah, no, like I met, I don't know, like I met a lot of people this weekend, which is cool, but I had a huge fluctuation of meeting Philos for the first time actually, and I was like, wow, it's cool. Yeah, what's your question, Don? What are you trying to suss out? It's like,
No, I'm not trying to suss out anything.
He's trying to get us exclusive for the podcast.
Yeah, just trying to get an exclusive from you.
Or I think, or Nat's maybe
Oh,
trying
okay.
to get exclusive.
after this episode.
For the podcast.
Nah, nothing.
I don't know if this person's from Blacktown, so the circle's quite small. So,
Yeah.
and our fan
That's the
base.
thing.
might-
Yeah.
might
We
figure
always,
this out. So
Facebook's the way to go. I don't have a friend in what were you saying, Don? Like when you meet people, actually anyone now,
Ah, right.
they'll just come up in
Yeah.
they'll come up in your friend suggestion. How the hell does Facebook know this shit? Like,
So I was
How?
I was in Bangkok for a trance event, for a rave.
I thought you were gonna say something else. Sorry.
I was in Bangkok for a trance
going.
event, for a rave, and like I met some people there. I didn't get their names or anything, right? But like when you go to these music events, you just meet people and you know
of course, yeah.
you've because Aussies are friendly and everyone knows that. But we met these people, and then later on after the event, they came up in my friends' suggestions in Facebook.
How does it do that?
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't get their details or anything like that. Or it could have been, it must have been like by proximity, or they went to the same event that I went to, or they like the same event or like the same page as I did.
That's crazy
Yeah.
if it does that. Because what I'm trying to find out, how does it know if like there has to be one sort of thing that triggers it? Because I've seen it a few times, and I'm like, how the hell did this person come up in my friend suggestion? I met them, and I'm trying to backtrack. Like, no, I didn't like minimal friends in common, but it's not like I did anything to like I didn't like, or I didn't even search, or like I don't know if maybe if people search you, then they'll appear. Like there's so many different factors.
Yeah.
I guess it's all in the algorithm, eh? It just trips me out how it does it. But then people automatically go to the like Facebook is just like, surveillance everywhere. It's like some Illuminati shit, and they know every move we make. It's but really it could just be a really smart algorithm.
Yeah.
Like you said, it could be proximity wise. That's what I was actually trying to think of before. I'm like, maybe it's a proximity thing. You're at the same area, and for some reason it's Facebook for sure. They've got like some crazy
if you like
happening,
if you check into the same like building, or check into
Place.
the same
or
event,
even take a photo, and then like it knows you're in this area, and it'll just pull a bunch of people, and it'll see if you have friends in common
Yeah.
with them, and you may have crossed paths with them, kind of thing.
Big Brother is watching.
Oh yes, Big Brother is watching.
Have you noticed that there's heaps of
Yeah,
cameras
man. It's
around
like-
London?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I do have a story for you guys. Do you guys want to hear a story? You want exclusives?
Exclusive.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Yeah. So I haven't been home for a while.
Cool.
Tell you now, I went out on Friday, and I was like, I'm just gonna have a casual night. But I live in the west side of London. Okay, west side. Anyway, I had an outing plan with a few friends. I'm like, okay, when you know it's gonna be a lit night, but you're just trying to tone it down for yourself so you don't get your expectation too high. Like, yeah, just casual. Just give me a couple drinks, and while I'm doing that, I'm packing an overnight bag. So obviously it's not gonna be a casual night, but in my mind I'm trying to like lower it down. So I'm here, I got my backpack, I go to work. The whole time I'm trying to work like, yeah, it's just gonna be casual, just keeping calm, getting through. But deep down I'm like, I'm really excited because I know
You
it's just
already
gonna
made the
explode.
decision that it was going to be a big night. As soon as you packed that
I
night
did,
bag,
but
you
it's
already
like
made that
I'm
decision.
trying to rewire my brain.
Yeah.
I know, I accept that now, but in my brain I'm trying to rewire my brain. Like, nah, it's just gonna be cash. see where it goes. Long story short, like, I have a problem telling stories too long, so I'm just gonna try and make it quick. Soon as I dropped my bag to my friend's place, went to the club, and then it was a snowball event. Like, I invited some workmates and some friends, and I only invite like 2 other people, and they invited all their friends, and it was just like a massive meetup at this bar, and it was to watch the game. Like, it was supposed to be a casual night. We're just gonna have some drinks and watch the England versus Belgium game. That was it. Oh wait, English. I can't remember who was playing. Didn't even really watch it, to be honest. It just went extreme, and it got to a point. Okay, look, I'm gonna fast forward to what happened. So, like, drink started, then blank, yeah. Next morning, I wake up. I'm having a dream. I'm like, oh wow, I'm having such a nice dream. I'm waking up. I'm like, it's good to be alive. I look at the roof, and I'm like, immediately alarms in my head. I'm like, this isn't my friend's house. This isn't my house. And then I look to the left, and my other friend, who I remember we split up. Like, I lost him. He's on a wooden floor, passed out, snoring, and his eyes are open, which is freaking me out. So I'm like laughing at my friend, like, ha, he got messed up. Then I remember I'm in the same situation. And then from there, I looked at my map, and I was just somewhere random in London, in the east side. I'm like, shit, where the hell am I? And that's when I started trying to backtrack. And I realized, I went to like a couple random clubs. I was drink driving on a bicycle. I don't know how many people I met, and I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to say too much more.
Raf, I think you got more fuel. Like, I think you got more like stories now that you can throw Nats under the bus with.
Yeah, it's fine. It's harder now since I'm not there with him, so I won't be able to tell it in the most,
I'm just
best fashion as possible.
But basically, it was like literally a hangover situation, like, the movie The Hangover. And I was just like, wow, I just don't know what happened anymore. And I had to, like, that when I started backtracking, when they empty their pockets and try to get clues of what happened. It was my Instagram story, and I just kept going back. It's like, yeah, okay, I was there, I guess. Okay, I had a kebab. Oh, now I'm at a rave. Oh, now I'm at someone's house. It was insane. Anyway, it was a fun night. I'm happy to say I finally got home, so I'm here now, in the safety.
Congrats,
in
man.
The West.
I'm happy you're alive, man. It's good to be alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I made it for the podcast. I was like, I got to make it back on Sunday. This is the highest priority in life. I got to come back, talk to my mates.
Hey, man. You got to talk to us. 1 hour a week is all we ask, 1 to 2 hours a week is
exactly,
all we
1 hour a week. I can't deny my friends. Can't do that. So, yeah. Long story short, it was pretty crazy.
Long story short, it was crazy. It was a crazy night.
And I think, like,
and I just want to know what happened in that blanket, the blackout. That's the story that we need to hear, but not on the podcast.
Yeah, tell us after.
After hours.
Or you could probably see it on your Insta stories.
Yeah, you got to follow me then. I'm just trying to get a plug.
That's it. That's how you get it.
That's how you get it. Follow me on Instagram.
And I just want to shout out to all the fans out there. And every time if you follow Nats on his Instagram and then you see a chick on his Instagram, just type in the words "get it" with an exclamation mark, just for fun.
What does that mean?
Just for
this
kids.
Guy, Rap does that all the time. I'm just like, bro,
Get
it. Get it. It's like every time, get it. I'm like, what are you getting, Rap? Like, what do you mean? It could be any girl. It could be like an old lady. It could be a freaking old lady on my story, and Rap's like, get it. I'm like, no, bro. I'm not trying to get it with anything.
If that's what you like, man, that's,
But yeah. Just do it, man. Shit. Just flood his story with "get it." All right. I just want everyone to just flood his story as much as possible.
Well, I'll be waiting.
Every Insta story, every like Insta post.
Yeah, man. Comments, everything, the whole lot.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. But like,
great segue.
Speaking of not giving a fuck, I got a proposition that I want to lay off my chest. I don't even know that's the right saying. something that's been holding me down for a long time that I need to let out. It's an issue that's been brewing up that I think it's been brewing up since the beginning of time, and it needs to be solved. And we've got the right platform in our podcast to become the voice of the voiceless for this particular issue, because this is one of these issues that every single person should know about and fix. It's today I experienced it, and then I realized I've been experiencing this for the last 10 to 15 years of my life, and it needs to change. It really does. And I am so
Do we need a
sincere
drum roll?
when I say
Wait,
no drum roll.
have
no
you said
drum
it
roll,
yet?
because
Like,
this is
you're
super
lagging.
serious.
Have you said it yet?
I haven't
Did
said
I
it
miss
yet.
it?
I haven't said it yet because we need to build it up so everyone could realize the epicness of this issue. As men, I'm gonna put my Menimist hat on, but as men, we must unite.
For
We
what?
must unite as men to form a union to
YMCA?
improve this particular issue, to resolve this issue. It is us men who deal with shopping with our significant others and realizing that we need to improve this experience. This experience where we need
Raph looks like he's
to
scarred.
get back the husband chairs. We need to find entertainment out of this experience. And I'm not hating women, not becoming a minimum that hates a feminine, a feminist. I fucked that up.
Menimist.
But
Menimist. Raph's a Menimist.
because I want to make sure that I'm not taking anything from the female experience of shopping. So I'm calling out the shopping centers, the female clothing stores, to solve this issue. So we're not going to ruin the experience of the woman. We're just going to improve the experience of the male.
Okay, Raph, what happened?
So
you
first
obviously
off-
look like you got scarred. What happened? Did this happen on the weekend? Talk to us, man. What happened?
No, this has been happening since the beginning of time. Beginning of relationships. Beginning of my adolescence.
hmm
The experience is not that great.
Okay, look, first question.
We need more husband chairs.
First question.
We need... Alright, go. What's the question?
Okay, we have different
continue my
dynamics
rant.
here. We have very different dynamics, which is excellent. So it's a great topic. Very long intro. Like, hurry the fuck up.
It
But like-
needed to be said. I think it needed to be said.
Let it
But it-
sink
but it-
in.
and
Let
this
it
is very
sink
important
in.
to Raph, so I respect it. Like, he built it up so much, and I respect that this is something that he's passionate about. So I'm gonna acknowledge your passion, and I'm gonna lay this down. Obviously, I know Raph's story. He's obviously like, this. Something needs to change. He's had this issue since a long time. He's married. You know? he doesn't have much left to fight for. It's like, give me the husband chairs at least. That's all I ask for. Done, my friend. Is this an issue for you? Do you like shopping with women, or are you like, whatevs? Because like, look, I'll share my take, but like, this is like Raph's opinion. He's very opinionated about this thing.
Yeah.
But Don, like, I don't know. Is this an issue for you?
You know what? I agree with Raph, because like
Really?
when I go out shopping with my girlfriend,
Join us, Don.
when I go out shopping with my girlfriend,
Do your stuff
it really depends though. Like
to make
if
this
I'm-
a better place.
if I'm there, if
Sorry.
I'm out, say we're both like, she's looking for shoes or she's looking for clothes and stuff. It helps if I have something that I'm looking for as well. So I don't
do your
mind
thing.
going to particular stores if we've been walking around for like an hour or something. And I guess I'm lucky in this respect because my girlfriend doesn't like doing shopping like for long periods of time either. So if we say, for instance, we go shopping for an hour or whatever, and she's in a store trying on clothes and whatever, as long as there is a boyfriend chair, and in Raph's case, a husband chair, as long as there's a chair that you can sit at, or there's something that you can do, you know, because you're pretty useless unless your girlfriend or your partner will ask, you know, your opinion for a particular dress, but you still have to sit down. You just sit there and do nothing until they come out and ask for your opinion. But that does happen. Or
I've got like if this was me 5 years ago, I would have been saying we need to resolve this issue. But I'm a mature person right now. I am 30 years old. Therefore, with the problem, I've come with solutions. Solutions, which is always, you can't spell resolution without solutions. So I got 3 solutions. First off,
do share.
let's bring back these chairs. The shops I've been to today, there weren't any chairs, and I feel because maybe these chairs are suffocating the women in their
Not
experience.
enough room to shop. Not enough room.
Little
to
do
shop.
they know. Little do they know that it is suffocating the man's experience. For sure. So, I propose the husband chairs to come back. They don't have to be huge couches and so. I just need somewhere to sit. Even just a little fluffy beanbag chair. Another solution. Solution number 2. DOS. Every female store needs to have a corner allocated just for the male. And I'm not saying to have male accessories or clothes. I'm saying have an entertainment area for like a playpen, like
an
for
Xbox
men.
or some shit.
So they could
Pen.
yes, an
Leave your
Xbox,
husbands here,
or even
to play with the other husbands.
Yes. And then it could be a bonding experience between all boyfriends. You know, females like doing that, putting all the boyfriends together in one room and see what happens.
Oh man.
Let's put that experience in a
That's some
female
shit. I hate that shit.
clothing store.
It's the best. Oh,
So
my God.
in the corner, the least you can do is put on a TV with the World Cup happening. The least you can do. So that's number 2. Number 3, and I'm just gonna say it again, that these solutions don't ruin the female experience. We are all female happy, okay? Happy wife, happy life, but happy husband, always good loving. Okay, so
Menimist.
number 3, let's have these special trolleys that we could stroll around in the stores. One with the handle for the bag, so the handbag handle, because we're holding the handbags for sure. Put it on the top of the trolley.
I have a
Bottom
rule
can be the
against
clothes. And the second one could be like a place where you could put your iPhone, so you could watch something on your iPhone while you're pushing the trolley.
You know what
We
all this
need to
sounds like?
enhance
You know
the
what this sounds like?
experience.
All this sounds like when like a playpen for kids at the supermarkets or like the shopping centers, and also those special trolleys, like the special dinosaur trolleys,
Yeah.
or like the car trolleys.
Except like it's
Yes.
for guys.
That's what
So
what
instead
it
it's
sounds
like
you're
a racing
describing.
car or some shit.
Like you need special. You need a special area for the children or for the men to, like, a ball pit, like a slide, some swings or something.
Oh man.
and like a Ferrari trolley, like Ferrari brand
I was
trolley,
thinking that
where
the
the guy will sit in
Ferrari
it and be like,
trolley.
yeah, it is my car.
And the guy can just like rah.
And you know why they are there is it's because it keeps the kids happy. Or else they'll be a nuisance. They would be annoying.
I have
They'll
a question.
drag the
I have a
experience
question.
down.
I have a question. If the wife is bringing the husband along, and the husband isn't actually having fun, from what it sounds like he's a bit more like dead weight, because it's like bringing a kid. I hate kids. I don't like bringing kids anywhere because I have to take care of them. Is bringing the husband actually what kills the shopping experience? Like, is the equation better that the husband just drops off the wife and like, here's my credit card, have a good time, and then leave?
What is
the purpose?
That's what I was gonna say. Like next,
Okay,
like
I'll tell you why.
if it is,
What is the purpose of the
I'll
guy
tell
being
you
there?
why.
Is it moral support? Do girls just need a guy to be there to be bored? Like, do they want them to be bored? Like, I want you to be here. You're not gonna enjoy it, but I get enjoyment of you not being having an enjoyment time. It's
All right.
honestly-
I'll tell you the reason, and this will shut up your question, and you'll understand why. Because
Okay.
as husbands,
educate me, please.
as husbands, and you will understand when you get married, man. As husbands,
Nathan,
we
you will
always
understand
love
one
the-
day.
You'll understand when you're older.
we always, and always, as husbands, we will always love the wife,
Yeah, of course.
and that is all it
Is
is.
Shivy
It's
standing
to
like
be there
behind
for
you or
love.
something like?
Okay, I got another question.
no.
I got another question. Raf, what did you do? It's like, what did you do? Are you in trouble right now? Is Shivy behind the camera? Like,
Yeah,
say
yeah.
it. Say it.
Blink twice if Shivy's there.
Wink twice. We'll
I ain't
save
blinking
you,
at
bro.
all because it's funny when people
If
say
you need
blink
us to
twice.
save you, we
can't
got
help
you,
but
bro.
blink twice because it's
He's in trouble, Don. Fuck it, bail.
'Cause-
Let's disconnect
'cause, like,
now.
Because that makes me
Hey.
think of like if I'm not having fun, if I'm bored, if I'm out shopping with my girlfriend, I'll just be like, hey, I'm gonna go to the next store, or hey, I'm gonna check
Yeah,
out this store,
That's what I usually do.
or get something to eat.
You know
or
what's
something.
yeah. Just do your own thing. Like I don't never really physically be there half the time. Can I give you a bit of a plot twist? Plot twist. Anyway, I actually enjoy it. Sometimes, not the whole time. Like I hate department stores, but if a girl is going to like a shoe store or something, I actually like giving my valid opinion. It's enjoyable to me. I think
Yeah.
Raf's just had too many years. He's over it. It's like- I enjoy that shit. I reckon it's
Hey.
fun.
all I'm saying is
Do a
that
bit of a runway.
every
and
time I go
like,
shopping,
yeah.
I go home and I am exhausted. I am exhausted mentally.
It's like
exhausted
routine. It's like
physically.
routine for Raf now. It's just routine. Mine are
It's
just
just
little. Mine are like little
emotionally
shopping
draining.
flings. Little shopping flings.
So, this is just for the men who understand, because I know there are men who do understand, because when you walk into a shopping center, you know where the female stores are at because of the amount of men standing around outside it looking at their phones waiting for their partner. Every time I walk to a female store, it feels like I'm walking through a Pokemon Go friggin' pit stop where everyone's looking at their phone and there are middle-aged men. And I don't want that for my future. My future is going to be bright. It's going to have husband couches. It's going to have the corner that we're going to entertain ourselves. And it's going to have these awesome trolleys that cater to our experience.
Ferrari trolleys.
At the same time, not ruining the experience of the female. I need to point that out again. And
Say it,
that
brother.
is the
say
end of my rant, end of my sermon. If anyone out there feels what I'm saying, start the petition, because I am not starting a petition. I'm not going to be the one to start it, because
Just planting the seeds.
it is what it is. I'm just planting the seeds. I am becoming the voice of the voiceless, and I am using my platform for the better good. We are, after all, called the Cheatcoders.
all the
This is the cheat code to the situation.
to all the guys listening out there, if you agree with Raf that we need this stuff in like shopping centers and department stores, type in the comments, "Amen, brother."
Amen, brother. And if you have any other ideas, I am open to your ideas. We are here to build and not to destroy.
Hey, what about just a baby monitor? Like, you just stay at home and have a beer, and then she can see you.
It's not the same, man. We have to be physically there. If I could clone myself, I will. But we are not at that
I'm trying
stage.
to get a loophole. I'm helping you out. I'm trying to get you a loophole,
We'll
bro.
find,
That's all I'm
we'll
doing.
find the loophole. We will find a loophole. You are
Baby
in
monitor.
London.
All I'm saying, baby
You
monitor.
cover
That's
the
all you
London
need.
science. You're in Singapore. You cover the Singapore science. And me, I'm going to handle the situation between the Philippines and Australia because of basketball.
Oh man,
Goals are set. Our jobs are set. Excellent.
Joe, maybe instead of that, maybe you need to have a pre-shopping ritual, like a pre-shopping, like a way for you to get ready. So it means like having a half an hour nap, having a coffee, making sure you've got like an iPad
Starting
or like
the car.
a Kindle.
Driving to the Central Coast.
It literally sounds like
finding an Airbnb, sleep there, and never come back. Nah. after all that, I say that, the shopping experience could be better. But
Fair.
I'm not complaining.
Dude, you took like half the episode. Toya, you're not complaining. You're not complaining. Okay, all right.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad
Oh,
you
man.
got your point across, Raph. I'm very glad.
Yeah, man. Me and the Menimists out there
Menimist.
are gonna fight this right.
Would that be the name of this episode? Menimists Unite. There you go.
I want to know, like, if for the female listeners out there, if that's a thing, like, if they actually need their boyfriends, their partners to be with them while they go shopping. Because for my girlfriend, she doesn't care if I'm around or not.
Yeah, I didn't have that. Maybe it's fresh Raph. He's the only one. He's starting this petition. It's like, I don't have that problem. Rap's like, no.
Like, I agree with you.
But we
that
are
there
Menimists,
should be-
man.
I agree with you, Raph.
Wait, hold
I
on,
think
hold
you're
on.
a one-man
Hold on.
band here.
I agree with you that there should be chairs and stuff there. Like,
Of course.
if for
for
people
the
to
odd
sit down,
husband
'cause
that
you-
does have to be there.
But if you don't have to be there, then you don't be there. So I agree
I
with you
think-
partially.
Hey,
Can I
Raph,
partially
Raph,
sign
Raph.
this petition?
I think if Shivi stops asking you to come shopping, then you should be worried. Like, then he's gonna want, hey babe, can I come shopping with you? I wanna see you shop.
Yeah. I have to go stalking.
Here's a question.
Who's she
Raph.
shopping with? Who's she shopping with?
Here's a question, Raph. When you go shopping, say if you're shopping for clothes or shoes or whatever, do you make Shivi go with you?
No. Sometimes I just find time for myself to go shopping because I want to go in and out. Because I know that if I go shopping, which if she's gonna find a shop, and then it becomes,
I
it
get that.
backfired, and then I'm back
Chain
to
reaction.
talking
Chain
to
reaction.
back to yous about this situation.
Tactical, very tactical. I agree.
Yes. You have to be smart.
Maybe you could turn it into a segment. So every time you go shopping with Shivi, it'll be like, here's what I'm doing, and just Insta story yourself. We're here at David
man.
Jones.
All
the guys
trust me,
standing outside with their
I,
phones.
next time I'm shopping with Shiv, it's gonna be on the story. Guarantee, promise. And I'll show you how it's done.
Just be like, look what we have here. We've got a boyfriend chair. Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have met Frank. I wouldn't have met Rob. We're best mates now. You never know.
Where'd you guys meet? Oh, the husband
Hello.
chairs. We were stuck there for 3 hours.
3 hours, man. That's too much.
We made it through that shit. We had each other. You know what I mean?
Oh,
The wives is going crazy. There was a 50% off sale. Shit. Anyway, I'm glad I don't have that fucking problem right now.
Like, haven't you ever had one of those situations where, like, have you had that situation with Shivi where you're waiting for her, but then you realize that, you say the Nike store or something is having a sale, and you're like, oh yeah, I want to go there, check out the shoes or whatever, or like EB Games, like a game store is going on sale. Like, do you just go on sale, or do you have to wait outside the store?
No, I try to do. If I have to, I'll sneak into. If he's like, you estimate. You have to think really. You have to really think about it. It's like, all right, let's estimate the past few times she was in the store. She was in the store for about 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 10 o'clock and we started minute number 1. Therefore, I've got 39 minutes to go back to JB, back to the Nike store. If I could do it 10 minutes each, I come back, I still have 20 minutes left. And
That's not
maybe
enough
I could
time,
go
man.
to.
I get lost in
That's
JB.
not enough
you need
time.
At least, you need an hour or two on JB. JB's my go-to. It got to a point, I was very difficult at one point, because I was like, oh, I'm so bored, that my playpen was JB.
Yeah.
Let's go to JB. And I'm
Go
like,
to-
yeah, okay, cool. And I'm just like,
Go
I
to
don't buy
JB
shit.
Hi-Fi and play the video games there. That's your.
Yeah.
That's your
See, we're
man
giving
corner.
you tips, Raph.
But I need it in the stores,
Play
man.
games.
I need it in the stores.
You need it in Forever
People do
21.
understand.
You need it in like
I need it in
Suzanne's or
Forever
something
21.
or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Street Fighter all day. But like, yeah. Let's move on to another subject before we start killing this horse.
That's a good segue into another topic, like doing stuff like for guys, because we all got haircuts, right?
Yep.
Raph's hiding his
Straight away.
haircut.
Yeah, Raph got the same fucking haircut as me again, and he's gonna pay me out about it.
Like I cut my own hair
All right.
today.
So
You cut your own hair?
Yeah, man.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
It
it
takes a lot of skill to do that.
it doesn't it just took me a while, but it's not as sharp as I want it to be. Like I did the line and all this stuff, but like what's your take on like grooming for men? Say like yeah, like
Yep.
you know how women do like they have makeup and they do like they pluck the eyebrows or they do all of these things to make themselves look nice. Like what's your take on those sorts of things, like for guys doing that?
I don't think there's anything wrong with
this
it.
is a flashback to an episode that we did.
Yeah, we talked about hair for an hour, and no one liked it.
Because like okay, so
No one listened, no feedback, no one gave.
because what I used to do, I used to get my eyebrows threaded
Whoa,
back in Sydney,
whoa, that's another level.
right?
Really?
That is
Yeah, 'cause-
another
'cause
level.
I
Threaded.
That's
I would get my hair cut at this place in Plumpton, and
I did notice that your eyebrows are a bit impeccable.
Impeccable brows.
They're
Impeccable
looking
brows.
Look at 'em go.
fleek.
Oh
I-
shit! Yeah, I'm starting to notice it now. You're like, it's on fleek.
Thanks, man.
You glowing.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Glowing.
I could call you. I'm gonna call you Fleek Mill or Fleek Fleek Phil.
Fleek Phil. Like, cause so I used to
you're
get my
a
hair
fleek
cut a
Phil.
lot from this place in Plumpton where I grew up. And one day the barber was like, "You like?" He was like, "Do you want string?" And I'm like, "What do you mean string?" He's like, "Yeah, string for your eyebrows." And I went, "I don't know." He's like, "You'll like it. Just sit back and we'll do string, and then you can, you can see if you like it or not." But he basically threaded my eyebrows, and it hurt. It hurt. But then afterwards, I kept getting compliments from women about my eyebrows.
Nice eyebrows.
They were like, "You have really nice eyebrows." And I went back to my barber and I said, "Whatever you did, do it again." Because
He's like, do it again ×2. And then he had just like some fucking crazy ass eagle brows, you know, something pinpoint.
×2. If he goes ×2, that's when the guys will be like, you know what? You got nice eyebrows. And then he goes back to the barber. No, ×1. Just ×1. No ×2.
because so I really enjoy, and I haven't had this in a long time. Like women will do the facial peels and the cucumber in the eyes or whatever. And I like going to the barbers and getting like a shave with the cutthroat razor.
Yeah, I like that shit. That's cool.
Because they get like the hot towel, they put it on your face.
Pampered and shit.
Yeah. And at the end of it, like all the lines are cool, and it looks perfect, and you look like it. Have you guys ever done anything like that?
Yeah, definitely, always. And I always end up buying a new outfit afterwards because, you got to be fresh all the time. You got to refresh. The most expensive haircut ever. The fresher it is, the more more fresh outfits I buy. So,
It overall like well, we've talked about this before. Like, it's not even like confidence. It's more like if you look good, you feel good in general.
Yeah.
I think that's why you end up like thinking, if you just look daggy, everything lowers. Like, I'm in track pants and a hoodie. If I'm looking like fucking, I don't know, really bad.
Yeah.
But if not, like, I'll end up like same as Raph. I'll get a haircut. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a whole outfit, and that becomes the most expensive haircut because I end up buying like pants and a shirt with that haircut.
Feeling good right now.
Back to your whole thing where you're saying, if you look good, you feel good. It's the more effort you put in your looks, the more feel good you will feel.
Yeah, it's like a feel good. Just feel better. Yeah, I agree.
It's the effort. If you put in effort, you're gonna feel really good about yourself. Don't put in enough effort, you're gonna feel mad. You're gonna be like, it is what it is. And then some chicks dig that and be like, oh, he's not putting any effort and he doesn't care.
Yeah.
But then there's the other chicks that be like, he puts effort in him, he cares about himself and he looks I like that. And then, so I like to throw in, I like that.
I like that.
For Don. But the more you put in, the more good you feel.
Yeah.
Or the more feel good you feel.
I mean, like for me, because I don't have a lot of hair. Like I don't have a lot of hair, so I have to cut it in a certain way so it doesn't look like I'm going bald. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. But the more bald you get, the more attention your eyebrows will get. And then if you keep them on fleek, you're a step ahead of the game.
You know what? I reckon, Don, you could go the whole Charlemagne look, man. Just like skinhead shave.
Yeah.
And then just eyebrows on fleek. Just eyebrows. It's like, I reckon you could be Charlemagne look, man.
You could be Charlemagne Don.
Charlemagne the Don.
Charlemagne the Don. Doing stuff.
Doing stuff.
What were you boys calling this before? Like, you know how, because... what's it called?
It's the fuckboy line.
It's okay, man. I got one too, bro. I got one too. It's okay.
I got one too. Because they always ask you, like, do you want the line? And then you have a 5-second pause. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's do it. You don't say it at the start. You just like, they ask you, they offer it. You're like, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah.
I've had this haircut for like years before, like ages before I even heard of the term fuckboy. And
I think fuckboy came out after, because I used to get it. I didn't know what to call it.
Yeah.
It was just a line. I don't even remember when I got it. I remember when I got it, and Raph was paying me out so much. Like, oh, he was doing this in the club. Like, oh, you look like someone cut you with a knife, bro. Someone cut you with a knife. Fucking 1 week later, the dude's got one. He's got one as well. What a dick! I say this story every time.
Yeah, man. Way to recycle some material, bro.
Pretty much. You can tell I'm still burning about it. You know, but the next time, I'm just recycling stories because that's what I do in real life. I had the two sides with the longer hair. First thing he says, hey, what up, Pidgeotto? And I'm like, more confidence gone. Like, confidence was gone.
It was his birthday weekend as well.
It was my fucking birthday, bro. You paid me out of my birthday.
My birthday weekend. I got my new haircut. I look fly as hell.
So fly is Pidgeotto.
So fly like Pidgeotto.
So funny, yeah. Sorry, that's recycled material. Every time we talk about hair, I have to bring up those two stories. It's funny.
Nah, I think you triggered him, Raph, because you got a haircut as well. And there's a line here. Every time you get the same haircut. Ooh, damn you, Raph.
Pay me out, and then he'll get the same one.
But it's part of the burn, because, like, you know, if I roast him now about it, what's gonna make it even burn more? Getting the same thing next week.
And rocking it better. Like, damn it. Can't win.
Oh man,
that's hilarious.
Pidgeotto, like that.
All right, I think we should end it there.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, Pidgeotto. I think we should end it there.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the listeners, man.
Yeah, shout out to the listeners.
If you made it this far into the podcast, type in Pidgeotto in the comments.
Please.
Pidgeotto in the comments.
I'm just gonna.
What, did we get a review?
I'm just gonna double check if there's any feedback.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna double check. You guys talk about something.
Okay, yeah, sup, Don. Every time. Okay, how you doing?
Good, bro. Good.
Yeah.
Where'd you go this time? Like on Friday night? Whereabouts in London?
Dinorama.
Okay.
I think I want to move to the East. It's really cool out there. It's a lot happening.
Is it far? Is it far for you to travel there? No.
It's not actually far, eh? It's like 30 minutes. Yesterday I caught a cab. It was less than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Trains about 30, 40 minutes. But like, yeah, it's because it's one side of London to the other. It actually feels far. So I feel like I'm disconnected. Like everything here is like, if it's more than like 10 or 20 minutes away, oh, that's far. And it's really not. So people stay in their contained areas.
So,
Sorry, anyway, that's back.
No reviews. Damn it, where's our fans at?
All right, no reviews.
No reviews.
Okay, I guess we'll end it there.
Yeah. Thanks,
So
guys.
Don, where can they find you? Where can they find you?
If you Google my name, Don Valix, Valix, you'll be able to find my social media, or you can check out Don Doing Stuff on Instagram. And you, Nats?
I'm on Nats Blazing, Instagram. Yep, that's it.
And you can find the Cheatcoders at all social media platforms at the Cheatcoders. And you can also find us at Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Android Podcasts, and everything else that you find podcasts in. So please like, share, subscribe, and give us a 5-star review so we could get you a shout out. And you know, it's not awkward when I'm looking for a review. So,
check out the Roman
you
Empire
guys enjoy
podcast
yourself.
And on the contrary, since we're always asking for feedback or reviews, in the contrary, if you just want us to completely stop, just let us know. I'm just trying anything right now.
Can't stop, won't stop.
And just with that, let's end the podcast. Peace.
Cheers, guys.